Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about some of my annoyances. The other day I got a little curious and wrote some of my annoyances down. This is only just a fraction of my annoyances. I mean, I have a lot more annoyances if I really think about it. Some of you may like what I have to say, some of you may not like what I have to say, but either way I don't care. Some of these annoyances make me want to start up my chainsaw and rev it up just to relieve my frustrations. And let me start reading the list off. Are you ready? The first annoyance I have is road construction. Some of these roads are fine to begin with. Why are they tearing them up? I mean, if the roads are fine, leave them alone. Save the taxpayers' money and the taxpayers' misery and the driver's misery. Next annoyance I have is young punks. These young kids that act like their shit don't stink. And when they cross the street, they don't even bother looking for traffic. I mean, they're just waiting for a driver to hit them. Like their parents are sue happy. Oh, if the driver hits me, my parents will sue them. Fucking kids. The next annoyance I have is cell phone driving women. I have a saying, the road is a place to drive, not to talk about what you bought at the mall. Get your eyes out of your ass and in your head and drive. Next annoyance I have is people who buy everything in the whole fucking store. Let's say I go to Walmart, I usually buy like one or two things. I mean, when I'm checking out in line to check out and pay and leave, I'm usually stuck way behind in line and I gotta wait for all these fuckheads in front of me because they bought the whole fucking store. Next annoyance I have is salesmen. I know what their schemes are. They act like the customer is stupid, but any logical person knows their little tricks. I mean, let's say you trade in a car and you get $500 for it. 2 weeks later, you'll see your car again on their car lot for $3,000. That's why I don't like salesmen. I think they're crooked. Next annoyance I have is show-offs. People that need the brand new vehicles and all this shit to make themselves look good. I mean, nice vehicle. You tell me to buy a new car. Is yours paid for? Next annoyance I have is people who drive too slow in front of me. Let's say I'm driving on a 2-lane road, and I'm behind some idiot who's driving way too slow. I mean, speed the fuck up. Next annoyance I have is immigrants or illegal aliens who act like they own the country. I mean, I don't care who claimed America's land first. I mean, if the white man is in line waiting, it does not mean you have to be first. Next annoyance I have is neighbors who don't rake their own leaves. I mean, lately I've been raking my own leaves and mulching my own leaves. My yard will be nice and clean. Then all of a sudden the next day it would be a disaster area again because all the neighbors' leaves blew in my yard. And rake their fucking leaves, please. Lazy fucks. Next annoyance I have is drivers who don't know what to do. Let's say I'm in back of somebody, and the person in front of me slows down, and they don't know if they're gonna turn right or left. Make up your fucking mind, please. Next annoyance I have is noisy Harley riders. Let's say I'm enjoying a nice quiet day in my yard and doing some yard works, maybe something with detail. Then all of a sudden some Harley idiot just like revs and races his motorcycle down the street with his loud exhaust. It just ruins my concentration. I mean, I understand the Harley rider concept. I mean, there's groups of them and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of courteous Harley riders out there. I mean, I don't hate all of them. But these idiots who have to show off. I mean, the next annoyance I have is crotch rockets. I mean, most of the people who ride crotch rockets are under 27, 28 years old. They're young, dumb, and full of cum. I mean, they ride crotch rockets until their beer belly starts forming. Then their bellies can't fit over the gas tank as they're reaching toward the handlebars. Then they have to ride a Harley or get a touring bike like a Goldwing or something. Next annoyance I have is people who drive souped up racer cars. You know, like Toyotas or Hondas. I mean, They have their lowrider. They have their lowered suspensions. They have their custom wheels, and they act like that's a performance car. I mean, I think a real performance car is a Camaro or a Firebird or a GTO or something from the late 60s or 60s into the 70s. Next annoyance I have is people who wear pants below their buttocks. I mean, I see a lot of that in my city. Personally, I think there should be a dress code. Either abide by the dress code or don't live here. Next annoyance I have is soccer moms. These moms that act like their children are the best of this God's green earth, and they're the best of the best. They just like to flaunt their kids. I like that bumper sticker that says, my kid beat up your honor student. Next annoyance I have is expecting mother parking. I mean, years ago I didn't see that until up until the last few. I mean, I could see handicapped people having their own spaces, but expecting mothers, I mean, why are they having special parking for them now? I mean, wouldn't it hurt for them to walk? Next annoyance I have is grown men who don't wash their hands after going to the bathroom. That didn't bother me until I got older. When I got older, I got more germ cautious. I mean, these grown men, after they're holding their Johnson and taking a whiz, they're like putting their hands in the potato chips and eating the community pizza, that sort of shit. It just sickens me if you think about it. The last thing is annoying YouTubers. If you haven't noticed, Banned on the Run 87 has been blocked. I blocked his ass. I put up with his ass for so long that all of a sudden one day I was just like, fuck it. I have had it with him. I blocked him. And he asks stupid questions all the time. I mean, it's just like if you're having sex. I mean, don't ask a question. Where do you put it? The vagina or asshole? And yeah, and that's what I gotta say. And that concludes this video, and I sure hope you enjoyed it. Bye.